During this edition of In the Know, we are going to talk about the action across Canada, who is finally seeing rain again, and where will a few tastes of fall finally pop up? Meteorologist Rhythm Reet is joining us now. And Rhythm, let's start in British Columbia because, wow, it has been a very dry summer, but this weekend things are certainly feeling and looking a lot different.
Absolutely. When we talk about Vancouver, for example, summer is the driest month because we have a lower amount of moisture that moves in. But when we take a look at this summer from May, June, July, August, or rather June, July, August, we've already seen much below the average already. So it has definitely been dry. I'm sure a lot of people remember July as well. But those tides are changing as we are stepping into autumn.
Okay, a little hint of fall coming back into the atmosphere. That jet stream wants to bring a little bit more action. So umbrellas needed in Vancouver today along the Sunshine Coast. We're seeing rain across the interior. So can you help us pinpoint who will be seeing some of the heaviest?
Well, we've seen a lot of that rain through the overnight period. As we're heading towards the afternoon, areas near Hope still going to be looking at some of those showers, and they're going to be on and off right along the Sunshine Coast all the way up till tomorrow. When we're talking about some of the rainfall totals, heaviest is still to come. 40 to 60 millimeters through this morning into tomorrow for that Chilliwack region, into Hope, down towards regions of the lower mainland, 20 to 30. And it's all thanks to two different low pressure systems. We're getting a hit of moisture down towards the lower mainland and another low pressure that is wiped or right over Alberta. And that's what's going to bring summer rain up towards areas of Hinton and into Fort McMurray.
Okay, so with all of this rain and the cool down, you know, many people across Alberta and BC, maybe they're ordering their pumpkin spice latte this weekend. But Rhythm, here's the question. Is this really the start to fall? What is changing up this pattern?
Well, this pattern that we've seen is an indication of what we may actually see in winter. The La Nina pattern that we see when we get a lot more of that high pressure system over the Pacific, bringing cooler temperatures across the west and wetter conditions. And that's exactly what we've been seeing over the past week. The high pressure that's been over the Pacific, that's what's brought this moisture down towards regions of the BC coast, and that wetter pattern is exactly what we're going to start to see roll in as we're heading into autumn and even into the winter.
We know, though, that this is such a transitional time that we can deal with these below seasonal temperatures, and heat warnings, you blink and they're back, right? So let's take a look at sort of that temperature trend across the west.
Now, as we're going through this week and the final week of August, what we will see is a little bit of a respite heading into Monday. Seasonal temperatures return above seasonal across Manitoba, but this is going to be the cold front to watch. As we're heading towards Tuesday, this is going to bring those below seasonal temperatures right across the prairies for the first to the middle of the week. So when we take a look at some of those temperatures on Wednesday, unsettled conditions, Alberta into Saskatchewan, 15 degrees in Edmonton. Now, what's so interesting about Edmonton and Calgary is on Tuesday, their high is going to be 23. So they're falling about 10 degrees with this push of cold air coming on in.
Okay, grab the sweaters. You're going to need them. Now, we know when the jet stream falls in one part of the country, usually it's rising in the other, so that means summer extension for Ontario and Quebec.
You got it, Rachel. As we're going through the beginning half of the week, we will definitely see that ridge still built into place across regions of Ontario, nudging into Quebec as well. So summer is sticking around, especially after this past week we've had. But Atlantic Canada, you're still going to be looking at those changeable conditions because of the troughing towards the north. So when we take a look at some of those temperatures, Rachel, heading into Wednesday, we will still be looking at summer right across southern Ontario, but the humidity, that's what's going to be sticking around, so that muggy conditions are still on the board as we're heading towards September.
Okay, Rhythm, quick question for you. You excited about the humidity staying?
A little bit, but I'm also excited about autumn making its way in.
I am right with you.